Good day, concerningly crazy crackheads. I'm Unsilent and we're on the air with more Racing Lagoon. It's episode number 15 of Racing Lagoon. Thanks for tuning in. It's the Yokohama Grand Prix qualifying round episode of Racing Lagoon. Last time out, we saw the finale of the qualifiers for the various teams around Yokohama. And then we also showed down with Kyoji, who's updated his 7 and is on crack! Now we get a warming up run at the Wantech Yokohama GP qualify round. And very important to get some practice in. From Motomachi, Queens, it's Yui Takakawa. I guess we're going down the entrance for the race. Representing Sakura Jicho Grand Tours, it's Tetsuji Kawasaki. From Takashima Victory Road, Freddie Roberts. From Wangan Gale, Tensai Yabuki. Representing Hanmuku Night Racers, Akira Sujimoto. Representing Bay Lagoon Racing, Sho Akasaki. No, we can just go straight to the qualifier, or we can, we'll do a test run. We'll see what we are getting ourselves into here at the GP here. Here's the test run load screen. And there was a lot of loading for not a lot of action. This is a technical-looking circuit. We're going to get just over 10.6 clicks of practice. All right, so we're going that way. We've got T1 off camber, uphill. Oh, okay. T1 off. Okay. Let's got an S section there. We're going to come up into it's a switchback. Just don't have the braking on here anymore, so that's going to be something you got to watch out for. I don't know if I get to remachine complete it. Oh my god. Just can't find the rhythm again. It's been a couple weeks since I've raced this. All right, we cut down. Not a lot of side bite on these things. And see where the difference between handling and grip on these matters. Up and over the bridge. Oh my fucking god, can I learn how to drive? So we get, what, 3 laps of test run? That was handled much better than the first time. Out into the rhythm section. Through the rhythm section, we survived that good. Now to the hairpin, switch back. I'm wondering if I should start braking from when it starts going, when we start getting the pattern in the road there. Up and over the crest. It gets light up and over the crest. Not too much on the e-brake there. Wondering if I should take the ballast, or the lack of ballast off, and then put on, I don't know if I got different boots I can put on, or overcooked that one. Rotated way too much. So this will be L1 here on my... That one's the trickiest one because it's uphill, off camber, everything washes you. Everything washes you away there. This one's tricky just because... Yeah, that one a lot better. If you can straighten out the braking zone, it makes it a lot easier. You can get on the brakes early. It slows you down sufficiently. So, yeah, that one. And that went well. Not being super aggressive, but we're... There we go. So there's about 160 through that one. That was more luck than skill. And this one's tricky just because it is so wide. Definitely can take that one faster, but we found ourselves a whack of time through that one. Now, am I allowed to replay skip? No. There's no pause allowed. Oh no, it's just gonna... Yeah, those are my options. Test or run the qualifier. I might take a few more laps without keeping you guys around for it. How about that? Okay, it wasn't as fast. Like, the fast lap wasn't as fast as the previous run, but my fast lap was a pair of 24s, as opposed to my fast lap being a 22, but the overall run was faster. It was consistent on those second two laps, so... Let's hope consistency is the key, or I'm completely hosed. I assume you finish in the top two to advance. I assume that like I am required to keep banging my head at this until I get into the top two. So one more look at the track. This is the tricky one. I was able to finally find my rhythm through here. Third sign from the turn, back it down, grab a handful of e-brake, and you can glide it through. In the 1-teens. Glide it, slide it. We're mid-pack here. So is Wangan Gale is that guy? Alright. Akira's fast. Oh, frickin' Yui just put me in the wall and I'm in dead last. And now I'm stuck. There we go. Alright, there we go. Through two. Or I guess... Is it 2 turns? Well, it's a hell of a lot more than 2 turns. Just feels only like 2 turns. Yeah, I was way off of the preferred line there. Okay, I got some space back to 5th. Ah, come on, Steve. Let's think this one through. Okay, give me... Ass end did not come around at all. And we'll be able to get Yui, this asshole. Over-rotated, and I lost my thumb off the thumbstick. Here. He's got a lot more confidence on the e-brake. I was way offline coming in here. And we'll cut the long way around him. Okay, we are able to kind of budge him out of the way. Survive over the top. I forgot to mention new music for this. Not our usual race music. Maybe it's special qualifier music. Maybe it's the proper Yokohama GP race music. I don't know. We've got ourselves some breathing room here. Yeah, I almost held it. Not quite, but almost. I have the, what's it called? I have the handling advantage over them. I think. We seem to be pulling them in the corners. 20? Oh my goodness, we found some life here. Took that. Well, I just all over the place there. My bad. That's on me. I was just weaving my ass all over the place. We're gonna have to find a lot of shit between now and the actual race. I don't know if the race is tomorrow or if the race is right after this. I can't imagine that they wouldn't separate it by at least one day. Follow up on the Kyoji story, but... Cutting a little tight. We got some distance to give back to Akira. Was not expecting to win the whole shebang. Let me tell you that. Off the line, I thought I was in for a... Again, I thought I cut in too early. Not a good third lap by any stretch, but apparently all we needed to do was beat like about 1 minute and 30 to average lap time to win it, so... Now, off the line, I thought I was in trouble because look how fast Yui goes. Oh man, look, everyone's quick off the... Like, they just... Yeah, Yui comes up out of nowhere and spooks me out into the wall there, and last into the S's, it's just like, toast. Especially with Tetsu holding up the entire field. Well, okay, me and Freddy. Able to find my way around there, and then it's just... patience at that point. Where do we pounce on these two? And you can see me weaving up and down there, but we get Yui there, get him into the brake zone, then cock it all up. And I think we catch up through this turn. There's a lot of roll in that. Oh yeah, I let it drift a little wide. I thought I was safe, and I just was going just ever so incrementally. Yui crosses me over there, but we know we've got speed, apparently. So we get 1 on the straight, we got 2 on the straight. Oh, and that's the replay, I guess. Well, we saw the exciting part. Okay. We're saving here. I'm not going to argue with it, because, you know, we did win the race, so. Okay, thank you. Oh, info qualify round completed. So what's next? Well, that's some evil-ass music. Swantech is keeping an eye on the on their investment. Yokohama Grand Prix presented by Wantech. Our new prospect has been performing as we expected. Who's their new prospect? The project is well on track. We are anticipating even greater results before the finals. What the hell's happening before the finals? The potential in him is truly limitless. Who are they talking about, and what is happening between now and the finals? Most excellent. Keeping in mind, these are the same guys that's the upside of starting them young. They have so much room to grow. Ja! Okay, my question is... Okay, who are they talking about? What's the project? What's happening before the finals? This is Squaresoft of the late 90s. I mean, remember, on a PlayStation 1, remember the great, amazing, like, it's they mentioned GFs in this, back a ways. These are the guys that did the same, like, truly amazing. Like, I mean, they weren't as good as Final Fantasy 9, Final Fantasy 10, but at 8, they were still doing a damned good job of cinematics, and it's just like, come on, you guys could do better walk cycles than that. This stop motion shit. Well, back to the qualifier scene. That's the Yokohama GP qualifier in the bag. A tiny fragment of the dream fought over during a festival of wonder and riches. The crowds have already shoveled out and the city has started reclaiming its streets. Oh, so they Monaco it? They kind of open up the roads? The pit stops and stands are being torn down as this magical moment fades away? Wait, this isn't... The rest of the team is out planning a victory party. So it's not just Monaco where they'll give me a ring as soon as it's ready. So it's not a Monaco thing where they'll open up the track? It's like literally tearing down the whole thing? They apparently show the streets still bear the scars of our battle. If this was going to last more than one episode, Scars of Battle would be a great episode title, but every drift, every skid and overtake is etched into them. Tomorrow these streets will return to the public, and these records will be lost. They are legends written in a language that only racers can recognize. Our very existence. The black brush strokes that outline our victory. In the aftermath of hard-won triumph. I wanted to spend just a moment longer with them. And I wasn't ready to let the moment pass. But there was one more reason I wanted to linger here. I thought maybe I'd spot Kyoji hanging around after the crowds thinned out. It was a long shot, but hey, This phone call, not an alarm. Sho gonna answer the phone? Sho? Hey, speak up. What's the matter? Saving your voice for the victory party? Sho, it's... What, there's no party? Don't worry about it, I didn't want one anyways. It's Kyoji. They found his 7 in the ocean. I was thinking overdose.
On crack!
Kyoji is dead. Yuhu's voice continued to come through the phone, but I couldn't process any more of her words. My mind was already spinning out of control. Was he struck by another car? Could it have been suicide? His car had driven straight into the ocean. Driver error at high speed? He was killed instantly by an impact to the head. As I say, I'm just watching some of the text kind of go by. You can see Speed Maniac at the bottom. Driving death above that. Instantly killed. Another traffic accident. Suicide right through the middle. I couldn't make sense of it. There's no way Kyoji would have killed himself. Ah, but if he was on crack. Kyoji 7 had plowed through a fence in the off-limits area of Bay Lagoon and fell straight into the sea. There were no signs he even tried to brake. What was pulled out of the water was the distorted 7 that Kyoji drove the night before. Bathed in the glow of sunset, I could see what an unsightly machine it had become. Drops of seawater spilled from its strange curves like tears. That's all I could see them as. There were so many unanswered questions surrounding his death. I'd like to get the toxicology report, but that's just me. Suspicions began to well up from my gut. It wasn't just that Kyoji had died, but there was some inexplicable part of me that knew this would happen. Ever since our strange meeting last night. Or even earlier when I started to notice it. I had this feeling that we would lose him. Watching it come true made me sick to my stomach. I couldn't take it anymore and puked where I stood. I wanted to purge every feeling from my body. Some fucking victory party that was. Indeed, Sho. That same night, Makoto drew his last breath in his hospital bed. A suffocating blanket of rain clouds covered the sky. A deep, heavy rain began to fall. Different game. Grief, anguish, shock, anger. It all churned and bubbled within us. We stood in the downpour and cursed at the sky. Utterly lost. Our road had been paved with death. I think that was Akira fainting. How could we bear to continue on it? I think this is going to be night complete then? We'll see what the... There's nothing happened between there and here, but... Interlude. Alright. I think we'll call it a day here for Racing Lagoon, and next time out, we'll pick up. See what happens with Team BLR, Night Racers, the Yokohama GP, and all characters in between. But that's next time on Racing Lagoon. But until we see you for that time, Unsilent, thanks very much for joining me. Like the video if you liked it. Subscribe if you're new. Share on social media. Follow on social media. The social media handle is Unsilent on Air, and that is for Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Tumblr. And don't forget, there's plenty more Racing Lagoon in the playlist. It's on the screen, in the description down below, and more videos anytime on the channel page. And until the next time, I'm Unsilent. Thanks very much for joining me. Like, share, subscribe, and we will see you next time.